Grizzly bear. Now roaming the forests, one can encounter grizzly bears, most of the time followed by some baby cubs. From afar they are neutral, but still don't approach them or they might decide differently. And to calm them down, feed them honey blocks. When it ate recently, it's completely passive. One can even tame a grizzly bear with a salmon after it ate honey. And you can even ride him. From time to time, gorillas are the peaceful protectors of the jungle. Each herd has one silverback which pounds on his chest if he's anxious. This one is 3 times stronger and has more health than a normal gorilla. They also carry their babies on their back. From time to time they will break leaves to eat. When you punch one, the whole herd gets provoked, so don't do it. When breaking jungle leaves, you can also now obtain bananas. With them you can tame gorillas. They will defend you. You should be afraid of the Crimson Forest. Why? Because of the crimson mosquitoes. Big, hairy insects. Moose. A new mob home to the snowy tundra, where they can be found jostling other moose to antler for dominance. Between 8 to 10 Minecraft days, they will lose their antlers, which will grow back within 3 to 4 days. I didn't capture that on camera, cause I also have a life. With 2 of those 2 strings and 1 iron ingot, one can get a special helmet, which will give you knockback on attack. Moose will always protect their young, even from wolves, and can be bred with dandelions. Upon death, they will drop their ribs, which can be cooked. Mimicube. A new mob will come after you in the end. Portal is near. The leafcutter ant will spawn in jungles. One can see its ant hill with some ants gathering leaves around it. These are the workers. The queen only comes out if somebody walks on the hill. For every 5 leaves, there's a chance a new ant is born if the hill doesn't have over 10 ants already. In these hills you will find a fungi called Gongilidia. The only item ants can farm and eat. How to obtain it is by interacting with a chamber block. These will be destroyed if under direct sunlight, by the way.
Guys, I know you think all those puzzle ads are fake, but today I finally found the game.
It lets you steal life from your prey. Snow leopard. Living in snowy mountainous areas, snow leopards aren't actually aggressive towards players, but only to the prey, like sheep, sneaking up behind them and then attacking. These creatures can be bred with moose ribs. They will defend themselves and their young with their claws. Spectre. A distant relative of the phantom fished them. Savage Komodo dragons will spawn in Badlands. These beasts will eat anything they see, from players to even their own kind if it's weakened. With their poisonous bite, almost nothing can stop these creatures. Feed it a few stacks of rotten flesh to tame it. They still won't care about you, but at least you can ride them, being even able to travel quickly because these beasts are quite fast. From time to time, poisonous slavia will drop out of their mouths, which can be bottled. Capuchin monkeys are home to the jungle and also have a fondness for Raccoon. Home to plains and forests, a new animal will roam around within the grassy area. Having glowy eyes at night, these neutral mobs will beg for food if they see you holding it, which is just adorable, right? Look at them! But don't be fooled. These creatures are known to be thieves, will steal food out of chests and barrels, and can be really aggressive. A really cool and awesome feature made in the mod is the washing behavior of the raccoons. Drop food near water and raccoons will start washing the food they were given. Also, found in plains, snowy plains and meadows, the bison is a neutral mammal but will attack anyone coming too close, even charging sometimes at their own kind. Dealing out a good amount of damage, they will also fling you in the air. If successfully killed, they can grant the player a large amount of beef. If sheared, one can obtain bison fur. Used to craft decorative blocks, or combined with boots to make them more resistant against powdered snow. A bison needs to eat a lot of grass before regaining enough fur. Adult bisons can clear out snow. Cachalot whales are neutral creatures spawning in lukewarm oceans. They use sound to accolade their prey, mostly squids, proceeding then to charge, opening his mouth to squish its victim. During this process, there's a chance it can lose one of its teeth. As well, there's a rare chance you can encounter a wild whale. During thunderstorms, these creatures can be stranded on beaches. If you are able to rescue them without dealing damage, it will reward you with ambergris, used as fuel or crafted into an echolocator. Use it to let it
Minecraft.
Now you can encounter crocodiles in rivers and swamps, pulling its prey underwater. During the day, it will sunbathe outside of the water and sometimes even lay eggs. Within, you can get a baby crocodile which will be tamed and will even protect the area where it lives. You can also tell it to sit or to roam around. Out of its scute, which will either drop upon death or adulthood, you can make a chest plate that increases the swimming speed. Flies will spawn around zombies, biting them to death. They can be bred with rotten flesh and drop maggots. Maggots can be used to breed roadrunners or as a quick snack. If a fly comes to the nether, it will be mutated. Eggs drop near water. If tamed, they can be they will attack. Elephants. Spawning in savannas, these creatures will mostly be in large herds. Each herd has 3 types of elephants: calves, tusked, and non-tusked. The strongest are the tusked ones, having a devastating charge attack. Of course, these ones will protect the whole herd. Their attacks are using their trunks to throw enemies away, riding or stomping on their enemies. Most of the times they will eat acacia leaves or you can find acacia blossom, a rare flower dropped by their leaves. And with those, one can tame baby and non-tusk. Anaconda. The swamp is now the terrain of one of the most gigantic and aggressive predators of this mod, the Anaconda. Firstly, the snake ambushes its prey, wrapping its body around it, causing the target to slowly suffocate. What a pleasant death. After finding enough large meals, or anything that moves around it, it will digest and even start to shed its skin. This can be used to craft a unique banner or divine lasso. Throw it to capture any more. In warm oceans, you can now encounter a hammerhead shark. During their attacks, they can lose teeth, which can be used to make 6 powerful arrows that will deal more damage to aquatic animals and also travel better underwater. Lobsters spawn in beach biomes. Most of the time they are red, but can also come in other colors. Even though they can pinch you, they won't chase you. When killed, they drop their tail, which can be cooked. You can also tactical fish them. Savage Komodo dragons will spawn in Badlands. Snake. Crow. Home to plains and forests, crows are known to destroy the growth of crops that are left unguarded. To prevent that from happening, place some carved pumpkins. Also, they will devour any food that touches the ground. But one can tame these creatures with pumpkin seeds, making them really useful. Firstly, they can be made to sit, wander, follow or gather items. If they are on hay bales, they will regain health. If you wanted to gather items, place a storage container with an item. Tigers spawn in bamboo jungles. Prey of tigers will be shocked for a few seconds when a tiger decides to attack. Throw down some raw pork chop or chicken, and as thankful as it is, it will bless you. Now, if you attack an entity, all tigers around you will defend you. This only works for a few minutes, so don't forget to feed them again or they will make steak out of you. Breed them with acacia blossoms. There's a chance you even get an albino tiger, but that's really rare. Within desert biomes, one can find tarantula hawks. Although massive, they are neutral and love to eat spiders. After poisoning it, which ends up stunning arthropods, they will wait so the victim tame. Kangaroo. Native to the badlands and savannas, kangaroos are a new hopping mob which you shouldn't provoke. When attacked, they will punch and kick you until you are dead. Upon death, they will drop their meat and hide. The meat can be cooked and made into a delicious burger. The hide can be used to make a new banner pattern, or to make leather. While sneak right-clicking, one can access their inventory, and even equip them with a melee weapon or a helmet/chestplate. If they have non-meat food in their inventory, they will heal. Breed them with dead bushes or grass. Any type of meat. Anteater. Neutral animals living in jungles are the anteaters. If attacked, they group up to slash their attacker with their large claws. These creatures prey on leafcutter ants. Upon being unsuccessful, they will seek out and tear apart ant hills in order to find ants. This can result into items such as fungus, rooted dirt, etc. being uncovered. They can be bred with leafcutter and pupae. Rocky Roller. Seal. Living on beaches and icebergs, seals are new mammals added to the game. Often sleeping or lying on their back, they love being on ice or sand. Even though they are agile swimmers, they can't outrun the prime predator, the orca. Watch my first video for more info on it. When one seal is attacked, the whole herd will try to flee. If you happen to have 3 fish in your inventory, try to give it to a seal basking at a beach. It will then, grateful as it is, try to find some treasures at the ground of the ocean and will bring it back to you. Most of the times it's worthless junk, but sometimes you can even get some rare items, like shark teeth. Seal can be bred with lobster tails. Cockroaches. Found underground, these foul insects will try to avoid light. Eating every food left in caves, cockroaches can be a pest, but they can also make great pets if you feed it sugar. You can cover cockroaches in mimicry to get an eye-catching color scheme. Also, they love mangoes. You can craft those. They will... The bald eagle spawns in mountains and loves to kill salmon and rabbits. As they are addicted to fish, fish oil can be used to tame them. Tell it to sit, wander or follow. Or try out falconry. Firstly, craft the falconry glove in main or offhand. It can pick up eagles. Left click to throw it off. If you do this while targeting a mob, it will try to attack it and then return. To get more control over your eagle, craft a falconry hood. Equip it on your eagle, and you will be able to guide your eagle as if you would be it. Reminds me of an assassin game, I don't know which one though. Remove the hood with shears. Heal your eagle with any fish and breed them with rotten flesh. That one... Rattlesnakes are already known from the Roadrunners, but here's a bit more info about them. They can be found in deserts and badlands and will defend itself with a poisonous bite. Sometimes they drop their rattle. In a chorus fruit forest you can find anaconda floating in the air. With a chorus on a stick and a saddle you can ride them, even able to fly up. One can also breed them with chorus fruits. In warm oceans you can now encounter a hammerhead shark. During their attacks they can lose teeth, which can be used to make 6 powerful arrows that will deal more damage to aquatic animals and also travel better underwater. Lobsters spawn in beach biomes. Most of the time they are red, but can also come in other colors, even though they can